Hello, welcome to There's Some Ideas Bastards. I'm Mark Storrs, and with me as always is...
Fran Drescher.
And,
my
and...
God. You know, she was surprisingly hot.
She was.
Especially in the Dr. Detroit days.
Yeah.
Arlo Guthrie.
It's Spinal Tap.
Arlo Guthrie?
Famed folk singer. I don't know if he's alive or dead. I might be alive
So
or
possible R.I.P.?
Possible.
Possibly
R.I.P.
even
dead.
R.I.P.
I kill
I
celebrities
know.
that aren't dead like it's
Yeah.
my job.
No, me too.
I mean, not literally murder them, but I just assume they're dead and then tell
Yeah, no,
people
that's
they're
the
dead
deal.
and then
Yeah.
tell people I mourn their loss and then find out they're fucking alive and well in Toledo and then I feel like an idiot.
Toledo.
You can do.
That's where non-dead
That's
celebrities
right. Yeah,
live.
dude. It's,
So we
it's
haven't
the
done-
cocoon of real life.
It's true. It really
It's
is.
a cocoon.
It's a. All right, can I ask this though, real quick? Would you jump into a fucking swimming pool full of
Yeah.
like swaddled, glowing
Yeah, I know,
bundles
weird.
of larvae?
No.
I would face the darkness.
Once, like, say Mark did, and he came out looking like a youthful 13-year-old
Then
or
I'd be like,
something.
oh, okay.
And I'd be like, all right, maybe there's something to it. But then I think there's probably cancer. You probably look young and good for
Yeah.
a week, and then it's lymphoma.
Yeah, you
So-
get, you get radiated beyond
Beyond
death,
the point of happy. Yeah.
that you look amazing, and then you're like, in a week.
And it becomes like the fountain of shrivel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't trust the movie Cocoon.
If
Yeah.
this was a podcast, it would be called The Fountain of Shrivel. There
You're
you
a
go.
California raisin in like a week.
So we haven't done an actual vlog in a while, I guess, where we
No,
just
we
talk, where
haven't,
we're not
actually.
reacting to anything. But there was some news that dropped on Thursday that we wanted to talk about real quick.
Pretty important pop culture
Huge
news.
news from Disney that Star Wars is going to be expanding past Episode 9 into a brand new trilogy, not necessarily Skywalker centered, so it's going to be something totally different. So the mouse has come through. We're getting a brand new
Wow.
trilogy. Well, hold on, wait a minute.
It's premature to say
We're
that.
getting a new trilogy with Ryan Johnson, and on Disney's yet to be determined. But I'm totally already gonna subscribe to this, even though it's not. I'll pay them money, even though it's not live yet. Their live streaming service is gonna have a Star Wars live action.
That's the plan.
series.
That's the plan.
So, I mean, that's pretty huge news in the world of Star Wars. Like,
Yeah.
we're getting 3 more movies plus a live action series. Like, come on.
I
dude.
like the simple world of Hulu and Netflix. Like, I hate that CBS is starting their own streaming series, that Disney... Like, if it gets to the point where every time
I'll
you
buy
want to
it.
see something, you have to buy a different
yeah,
streaming...
but now you have to buy the channel just if you want one show.
And that does
on there.
not bode well. You know what it bodes well for? High piracy on the internet.
Yeah.
Not that I'm
does it-
advocating it.
I mean,
High piracy.
for me, like, it's cheaper. It would be cheaper for me to buy a Disney streaming service than to pay for the cable package.
Well, you're a Star Wars aficionado.
But I'm also a dad, so my
Well,
kids
yeah.
want to watch it. So
Yeah, you have 2
like,
small
for
kids,
me, that,
you love Star Wars.
yeah, like I
it makes
paid
perfect
for
sense.
FX Now, their streaming service, for a couple of months just to watch some stuff. It's like $9 a month. You pay for it,
Yeah.
and you clip your thing when you're done.
Yeah, maybe that's
Streaming
what I'm hoping
services, I
for.
mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Streaming services
You know-
are the way of the future. Cable television is dead.
I'm not arguing
Yeah,
that.
but there's a
Totally dead.
reason why it died, and if streaming services aren't careful,
Yeah, if it gets to the point you're
Yeah.
paying a cable bill worth of multiple streaming services, then you fucking achieve nothing.
yeah.
You know?
If
I
you
mean-
have to pay $10 a month for 10 different streaming things to watch 2
Exactly.
shows, you were paying exactly what you were
Ergo.
paying for cable.
Well, whatever streaming service. Looking at you, Disney.
All right, so
As soon as
let's
Disney
get back on
launches
point.
their live action Star Wars, I'm gonna clearly get it. And dude, 3 new trilogy, a new Star Wars trilogy.
Well, all right, but
It's crazy.
I have questions right out the gate.
The
about
future,
this.
dude, is fucking Disney Star Wars.
I am excited because so far I've liked what the mouse has done with Star Wars.
Okay, the mouse
Obviously,
is
once it
wrong.
was taken out of George Lucas's hands, and this is not something we'll rehash right now, it really went desperately downhill in the 90s, and I'm very delighted to see it in competent creative hands. That having been said, I need to know a few things about this new trilogy. Is it a new trilogy set within the framework of the same structure of Empire versus Rebel? Is it set in a different galaxy in the same universe? Is it set in
I
the
don't know.
past?
I don't know.
Is it set in the
don't know.
future? Is
It's
it going concurrently where someone's going, did you hear about this Death Star thing?
Yeah.
4 billion parsecs away? Oh
That'd
no,
be kinda
I didn't
cool.
know.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
these are important questions.
yeah. Well, I mean, how far does it? Yeah,
Well,
it
I mean,
it has
for-
to do with
this
the
is-
Empire.
this
How
is
far
just
does it
a-
stretch?
Yeah,
preliminary
exactly. It might have
announcement.
nothing to do with the
Yeah,
Empire.
which would almost be kind of cool.
Yeah, I almost want them to
Yeah.
start from scratch, but it can't be so from scratch that it's basically
No,
like
there's gotta be
the
connective
Fifth
tissue.
Element or something.
There's got to
yeah.
be some kind of.
And they're smart enough to
something.
do that.
I think that I think that you're gonna
Maybe
get
not.
some semblance of like the good and the bad, whether it
Well,
be
of course,
the
there
first
needs to be
the
that.
First Order, the Empire. Dude, what if they did like some Knights of the Old Republic stuff, and you got to see like the Sith Empire?
Yeah, but see, I'm kind
Like
of
how dope.
I'm not
would that
over
be?
the past, but I'm sort of over the past. Like,
But in all fairness, they never did the past right.
I know, but I really,
Dude, if
it's
you
like
got-
Star Trek for me. Like,
Right.
just move on.
But
move
man,
on
like-
now. I
or
like
even,
Discovery,
like-
but
Yeah.
Dude, if they did like a Knights
But
of the
Discovery
Old
seems like an
Republic
excellent
TV
show.
series,
that's
that
what I'm
would be
saying.
amazing.
Aside from Discovery, yes.
Yeah.
But generally, I know I dig what Chris is saying. When you go into the past, you're enslaved to a not change certain scripture-like rules, and
Right.
you also
Well, you're
have
open-
to make the technology look
Yeah.
like it's from a certain time. They would be better off going into the future or concurrently.
That,
In a side
I like
galaxy.
the concurrent idea is cool. I like that.
Which would be interesting.
Like Tales
Yeah.
from Mos Eisley, like that book or whatever.
Tales from Mos
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I'd
absolutely.
still love to see something that was 1,000 years later.
Yeah.
I would love to have a new Buffy verse show on where it took place
Right.
Contemporaneously.
when the graphic novel like Frey came
Right.
out, like
Yeah.
just way later.
I think as Star Wars fans,
Yeah,
this definitely
future.
opens up an entire EU, if you will, of just like new territory that no one's ever even seen.
Yeah.
Like, so it's pretty huge news coming from Disney this
Yeah.
Thursday. I'm pretty excited about it. Are you guys pretty?
I do. I hope it's
Cautiously
I don't,
optimistic?
I don't want them to pick from anything that's going on because then people can't like be like start comparing.
Right.
If it's just what it is, you can't.
Right.
So I think the article that from the New York Post that I read, I think episode 9 comes out in 2019. So the new trilogy is starting in 2020. By the time
Which
that,
seems such a futuristic date, but is a heartbeat away.
Yeah.
it's not really that far away.
No, I know. It's
Yeah.
not at all.
And,
It's not at all.
And with Ryan Johnson doing the entire trilogy,
Now, what did Ryan Johnson do?
he did Last Jedi.
Okay.
So he must have.
But what was he famous for before Last Jedi?
I don't even know.
he didn't he have to do with Godzilla?
No, that
We're-
was...
Let's
we're-
Gareth Edwards.
We're clearly we're clearly terrible nerds because we can't remember what
He's our Star Wars
Johnson
go-to guy.
did. Yeah.
right,
Whatever he did with The Last Jedi, which obviously is not out till December 15th, whatever he did, he must have impressed Disney enough where they're like, we're going to do a third trilogy. We want this dude to do it.
compliant and effective.
Kinda cool,
Is really
I
what it would
guess.
take to work
Kinda
within
cool.
a
I mean, it's gonna
stricture like
be
that.
good. I'm just like, it's
This
not-
is what worries me. What worries me is that this is the first time it's out of the fold. Like Rogue One is basically a prequel to Star Wars, and it was a satisfying ride, particularly at the end when you could see fucking Vader
Yeah.
kick all the dicks.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. So to create a brand new set of characters and a brand new mythology, I mean, utterly failing as the 3 prequels done by Lucas were, in my opinion and in the opinion of many others, at least they still kind of fit within the standard model universe. So to have a story take place first
Yeah.
out, I mean, they've got great writers. They have access to all the money in the world with Disney.
Yeah.
They have, and Ryan appears to be a pretty solid director. All of the ingredients are there, but the one thing is we don't have an association, like a childhood deep association. This is sort of like Lucas going out for the first time. Now, obviously, there's a
Yeah.
reputation of Star Wars and Disney to back it up, but what we don't have is that tenuous tissue connection to the Star Wars universe that we
Yeah.
were all raised on.
Yeah, that's the deal.
And that's dangerous. I'm not saying it'll be
No,
bad.
I mean,
It might
it
be
could be-
brilliant,
it
but
could be
it's a
concerning,
ballsy
but-
move.
Well, unless there is just a couple moments, if there's a force, a couple little things. If they do right, will
Just have to have a good story.
yeah.
If it's going to be
Couple little things.
within the confines of the Star Wars universe, there has to be some sort of oppressing force. There has to be some sort of rebel faction. They're clearly going to always talk about Jedis and Sith no matter
Sure,
what.
sure.
Whether it's the Legends of Old or whatever, so there'll be the Force. And, I mean, I'm super stoked. That's great news.
I'm excited.
That's huge. Plus,
I'm
a
excited.
live-action TV series?
Less excited.
Really?
This is definitely the halcyon age of TV. TV has never been
I mean,
better.
if you get like a 45-minute like, I know that you guys don't watch Star Wars Rebels because it's like the cartoon Star Wars or whatever, but like it's a really good series.
Yeah.
Like really
I
good.
believe it. I do.
It's for kids, but it's really good. I
Yeah.
watch it.
I mean, I just don't
I
have
finished it
that
today.
much of an interest in that. Is all.
Right. Well, I'm the Star Wars guy, so of course, I'm over here celebrating you guys just being cautiously optimistic.
Well,
it's cool.
it
I
doesn't.
get
It doesn't pay.
I get
It
it.
doesn't pay to get too excited too early. It never does.
Well,
It could go south, but I
I'm
don't
excited.
think it will.
Yeah.
no, I think it's. I mean,
Of course, they're going to make more.
What
I mean,
they've-
they're going to make the Boba Fett movie. They're going to make the Han Solo movie. They're going to make the.
I don't think
the
Boba
Greedo
Fett-
considered shooting first, but then didn't.
Well, no,
movie.
Boba Fett isn't slated.
Boba Fett hasn't been slated yet. at all.
Han's coming
Alright.
out next year.
Han-
Then the next year is Episode 9, and then this new trilogy.
The one. Well,
I just fear they're going to run it into the dirt.
There's one more.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they will. It's Disney. They're not going to do that. They're smart about it.
Well,
They
all
got-
right, here's hope.
Well, that's why you kind of hope
I mean, if
they
that
change
was
gears.
I
And,
mean, if
and
that
do
was the case,
something-
they would have ran Marvel into the dirt.
Something
And the only
fresh
time they
and
ever ran
new.
Marvel into the dirt was Iron Man 3.
Well, that was just a bad movie.
But I'm saying they ran it into the dirt with that movie, and now it's great. Everything's been good.
I agree.
So.
They're making consistently good movies at a pretty good click.
Yeah.
I don't mean run it into the dirt in terms of bad quality. I think they'll do their best to do that. I mean run it into the dirt
inundated.
just too much. Exactly. Marvel Universe is a much bigger.
I mean, hasn't
established-
Star Trek kind of run itself into the dirt?
Marvel Universe, we'll get to that in a second, is a much bigger
No,
universe
actually.
than Star Wars as
No.
it's established.
Perfect. There you go.
Star Wars is a very limited cast of characters that are well known and beloved compared to
Yeah.
the entire stable of Marvel. So they don't run that into the dirt because they literally have a billion permutations they can use, different characters they can put together and this and that. Star Trek, I don't believe they've run it into the dirt at all. I mean, they.
So that's
they take
I
huge
think
time.
Enterprise.
But that's a good sign that Disney might not run this into the dirt. I mean, if Star Trek has
Yeah.
lasted
Well, this is why they're
long and been
creating
this
new characters.
so beloved.
Yeah.
When are they going to fucking
Yeah.
get Indy back in and erase the poison that was the last movie? And are they going to hire Spielberg? Yeah, Spielberg. Well, yeah, actually, Spielberg has publicly stated that on his docket is Indiana Jones.
Oh,
5.
really?
Yes.
That'd be cool.
Well, under the auspices
Yeah,
of
dope.
Disney and not George Lucas, they might. I mean, we all know Spielberg is still a great director.
Yeah.
If he's given the wherewithal, the budget, and allowed to tell a good story that's not overly influenced by a George Lucas that completely lost his effing mind about how to tell good stories that engage people, I still believe in Spielberg. I still think Harrison Ford geriatric as hell, and they don't dick it all up with Shia LaBeouf and refrigerators and too much CGI weeds whacking dinkies. I think we're going to be fine.
There you go.
Foot on each Jeep, all the fucking pussy willows whacking.
No,
them
I know
down.
that's really.
I bailed on that movie
That's
kinda
the
early,
worst. That
so-
is the worst of that movie. Is that scene, that whole scene with the
just
trees and like
cheddar-tastic.
I bailed on it early.
everything.
You know,
the
in
monkey.
I wasn't into it. I was like,
1982 or
eh.
whenever Temple of Doom came out,
Yeah.
with little models and fast action, they made that mine
Oh,
cart
the
chase
mine,
sequence
Jesus.
one of the most exciting things that I'd ever seen. As a kid, I was
It's
literally
still fucking
breathless.
stressful.
It is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And then, 20, 30 years later, we get that.
Yeah.
Are you effing kidding me? Come on, Steve.
Here's to new Star Wars.
All right.
Yeah, let's.
There
I'm
it
in.
is.
I'm in.
Super
I'm in.
excited. Glad to hear that announcement from Disney. As a toy collector, I cannot fucking wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, as a toy collector,
I
it makes
can't
sense.
wait. I just
Yeah.
just this week I got my Supreme Leader Snoke GameStop
Oh,
exclusive.
you did get it.
I'm going to show you pictures. I was going to actually bring it
Oh.
just so you guys could see him and make fun of him, but he's got like
No.
pajamas, like a glittery robe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is it Slumber Party Snoke series?
It reminds me of like Liberace Snoke, I guess.
Oh my
he's
God.
very Liberace
He's,
looking.
he's got pizzazz, and when you're an evil leader, pizzazz is everything.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you need to have that.
You do. All right, so there you have it. Thanks for joining us. New Star Wars from Disney. 3 new, whole new trilogy. Live action on the new Disney streaming yet to be announced. Let us know what you think about it in the comments below. Also, comment with what you want to see for the live action series. Like
Yeah,
what-
absolutely.
If it's a storyline in Star Wars that you want to see, if it's a character you want to see done, whatever. All I really care about is Sith, Mandalorians, and Stormtroopers. So there you go. That's what I want to see.
Ewoks for days.
Siths.
That's all I care. Sith, Mandalorians.
Jar Jar Binks
But
needs
I
a
look to see
redemption.
pre-Siths and pre-Jap. There's got to be something before that, before they were that.
Oh, like
called something else,
like maybe
the
when
beginnings.
they were like the Skeksis and the other things, like before they were
Nah,
maybe
just
they were joined
For the
together.
Sith or the Mandalorians.
Like I could see the Sith and the Jedi having been one universal thing, but then like House Slytherin, I'm sorry about that bad pun, and fucking the Jedi's were
Is that a
like,
Harry
no,
Potter
I want,
reference?
Yeah, it was.
The Jedites.
I want to be, yeah, exactly.
The Jedites.
They
Nice.
put on the sorting hat, but fucking
Yeah.
No, but seriously, like I could see of them being two parts of the same whole, and then breaking
Something,
kind of
yeah.
like America's America, but then there's Republicans and Democrats. I'm not
Yeah.
going to say who's evil. We know who's evil. I'm just saying. No,
Third party guy right here.
Honestly,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, it would be interesting to see a more cohesive world that got ripped apart.
Yeah, no, right.
Yeah, no,
That's what
totally.
I
I
mean.
mean-
Just the pre.
Yeah.
Having 3 new movies and having a live action series opens this up so wide
Oh,
to
absolutely.
just things that people wanted to see for years. So
Yeah.
It'll be great.
So cool. There you have it. All right, there you have it
I
again.
am stoked.
Thanks for joining us, and
Again.
we'll talk to you soon.
Later. Out of here.
Oh, you did the dud. Bam.
Oh, the double gun.
Bam, bam,
That was a
bam.
Derringer. Mine was.
My